Do you wish you had more leads in your agency? Over 10 years ago, we were losing 70% of all of our spec work. I was wasting countless hours inside of chemistry meetings, and frankly, I was the bottleneck for all of our sales process. Fast forward to today, and we are paid to quote our potential clients. No longer am I spending hours in chemistry meetings, and we have a team of 5 who are all able to look after the sales process, and I don't need to be involved anymore. Hey, I am Lee Jackson, host of Trailblazer FM podcast and Cloudways Maverick. Jumping in a time machine, I can see I was wasting time with the wrong leads. I was having the wrong conversations, and I was attracting really unprofitable projects. Nowadays, we attract the perfect customer nearly every time. We have fantastic conversations where we can really add value, and our projects are extremely profitable and, importantly, really good fun to be a part of. So how did we turn all of that around? Well, have you considered that you might already have enough leads, but you too may be attracting the wrong sorts of people or having the wrong types of conversation? Here's how we changed everything. The first thing is we asked ourselves, why are we running this agency? To do that, we decided to share stories, both good and bad, of the last few years. What projects were phenomenal? What clients were amazing? Equally, when did we have a terrible time? What projects were unprofitable or dragged on? I remember one story of myself crying just behind me at the bookcase because finally an app had been authorized and we were only being paid £500, and me as a director had worked over 3 weeks on that singular project. You can see that was a ridiculously unprofitable project when I had so many members of staff to pay. These stories were essential for helping us understand both the good and the bad of our agency, and to highlight the next point, which is to discover your strengths. Through telling stories, we were able to unpack what our strengths were. We recognized we were really good at creating brands for event organizers. We recognized our ability to create phenomenal software that would solve problems within the events industry. As we continued to deep dive into our stories, we recognized a specific type of customer. And that leads to point 3, which was unpacking our ideal client. We recognized our ideal client was not just an event organizer, but more specifically, a conference organizer who served the public sector. All of the projects that we had worked on that were successful, where we'd had the most fun, were very specifically in that niche. And finally, through those stories, we could list the very specific problems that we were solving for those people. These are highly expensive, highly valuable problems that conference organizers need to solve. That could be getting more footfall at their conference. It could be attracting amazing sponsors or amazing speakers. We knew we had the skills and the talents to help those specific people. So by going through those 4 stages, we were able to understand our identity as an agency. No longer were we a full service agency serving everybody anything. No longer were we attracting countless leads for anything, and therefore it was a race to the bottom to the price. No, we were attracting highly targeted leads in the conference sector with people who have that problem. I would encourage you to go through the same journey. Rather than trying to attract more and more leads to your agency, perhaps stop and look at the identity of your agency. When you start to understand your why, your strengths, who it is that you are serving, the problems that you are solving for that person or that team or that industry, everything becomes clear. Your messaging completely changes. You know who you're talking to. You know what their issues are. You know how to attract them. You even know where to show up. Be that on social media, be that at industry events, be that in magazines. I would say that identity is the single most important part of any business when it comes to working out the direction that you need to go in and working out how to attract those perfect leads. So I'd say, I don't think you do need more leads. I think you need the right leads, and that's going to start with your identity. I hope you've enjoyed this story where we've gone from the wrong conversations to the right conversations, the wrong sort of leads to the right sort of leads, and terribly unprofitable projects to extremely profitable and fun projects within our agency. Let me know in the comments below. Do you understand your identity? Share it with us. Are you going through a similar journey that I was in? Again, share it with us in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you want more content like this, hit that bell notification icon. My name's Lee. If I don't see you in the comments, then let's see you in the next episode.